My beloved, pause and receive these words. You have felt a deep disturbance, a relentless pressure, a constant whisper of doubt trying to steal your genuine peace. You believe this struggle comes from your weakness, do you not, my precious one? But I tell you, those who seek to hinder you do not waste their effort on the faint of heart. They pursue your spirit because they sense the profound reason for your existence, a power you yourself have not yet fully embraced. They try to cloud your vision, to dim your light, to persuade you that you hold no value. Why? Because they know the immense force you carry. They understand that when you awaken to your full potential, every opposing shadow must retreat. Your mind is the place where this truth is revealed or hidden. This inner contention is active right now. Now, my child, I ask for your declaration. Proclaim this truth with me. I am called. State this now. I await your step. Do not turn away before the final word, for I will reveal how this profound understanding changes everything for you. My beloved, those who stand against you do not seek out the weak. Instead, they relentlessly pursue those whose inner core holds great power, for they fear what they cannot control. For a long time, they have obscured your understanding, distorted your thoughts, and tried to lessen your inherent brilliance, convincing you that you lack value. This was not done because you were easily hurt. Such a task would not capture their focus. They act against you, my precious one, because they perceive a reality you have not yet fully seen. You are destined for a profound reason. In whispers, they sow doubts in your mind, set obstacles in your path, and even sway those close to you to hinder your forward movement. They encourage you to question the very reason you exist, for they deeply understand its importance. Most of all, they fear the instant you grasp your own power, because when a spirit meant for remarkable things truly lives its full potential, every opposing force gives way. Listen carefully, my beloved. What I reveal to you now is not a simple distraction, nor is it momentary comfort. This profound insight changes everything for you. The test has already begun. It is fought not with bodily blows, but through cunning, by pulling your attention away, and by striving to reduce your internal might. Your mind is the very field where this contention unfolds. Every instant you hesitate, every time you doubt your genuine nature, they advance. You have faced difficulties, known suffering, and felt solitary, not because misfortune is your fate, but because your very presence stirs fear in your opposers. Nothing disturbs them more than a soul destined for prominence who understands its own power. This might cannot be bought, learned, or faked. It was infused into your very being before your earthly journey began, deeply imprinted within your core. While they may watch you, imitate what you do, and try to drain your distinctive essence, they can never become who you truly are. This reality profoundly disturbs them. This is why they work relentlessly to hide your true nature from your own remembrance. My child, those chosen for purpose hold a core quality the world finds hard to grasp, a light that pushes back darkness, an undeniable force. Even when you feel invisible, they observe you closely. Even when you doubt what you can do, they sense your power. Consider your path, the repeated patterns, the letdowns from people, the sudden feeling of void, the moments when everything fell apart right as you were about to rise. These were not by chance. They were calculated actions in a larger plan meant to keep you from stepping onto the path meant for you. They guided certain individuals into your experience whose goal was to exhaust your inner essence, shift your attention, and weaken your determination, not because you are delicate, but because your intrinsic strength is too vast for them to ignore.
They aim to keep you in cycles of doubt, in draining relationships, with constant distractions, so you lose the inner room, the life force, or the clear sight to understand what is truly happening. You were not created to merge with the crowd, my child. You were meant to lead the way. The grander scheme has appointed you, and none of their efforts can reverse it. They can spread lies, use clever tricks, and try to break you apart, but they can never occupy your distinct position. So they aim to lessen your spirit, causing you to endlessly second-guess yourself, leaving you tired and unsure. For the very moment you decide to fully take hold of your inner power, everything around you will change. Now I ask you, my beloved, are you ready to fully stir, or will you stay asleep while your core is weakened? This is a crucial moment. This is the exact point you either embrace your true path or let them keep you bound within their imagined world. The choice is yours. So proclaim to me now, are you truly prepared to receive this wisdom, no matter what it asks of you? For once this reality takes root inside you, there is no going back to how things were. Let us move forward. They perceive who you truly are, even if you haven't completely understood it yourself. The greatest trick your opposers used was convincing those destined for impact they held no power. They saw your real essence long before you had any idea of it, long before you wondered why your life felt unlike others, why you often felt separate, why disappointments cut deeper, or why effortless living seemed beyond reach. Their gaze was already on you. They sensed the natural, unbreakable power dwelling within you, a force that cannot be bought, seized, or pretended. And that is precisely why they started their moves against you, even before you truly began to rise. They watched you with the focus of those following an important force, not because of any weakness in you, but because of the immense strength you bear. From the moment you entered this world, they knew you would spark change, a spirit beyond their control.
They started sowing doubts in your thoughts even before you could speak. They set obstacles on your way even before you learned to stand firm. This was not because they questioned your power, but because they deeply understood its vast truth. Have you ever reflected on why your existence feels singular? Why those who ought to have shown the most love sometimes inflicted the first wounds? Why you have been surrounded by those who could not grasp you, who carried secret resentment, who tried to prevent your rise before you even had a chance to ascend fully. This is not mere chance. There is a purposeful structure in this experience, carefully set up to lessen those meant for significant impact before they fully realize their potential. Your opponents do not wait for you to be at your peak power to challenge you. They move against you before you even recognize your own force. My beloved, there is a core truth many will try to hide from you. The life force within you is your own undeniable power. This is a quality they cannot bring forth themselves, a deep strength they will never hold. No matter how closely they watch you, imitate your ways, or try to take from your essence. This is precisely why they work so hard to confuse you, to wear down your purpose and drain your inner vigor. They need you to be blind to your true depth. They desire you to doubt what you can do. They want you compliant enough to be easily controlled. Think on this, my precious one. Have you noticed that those with the most profound capacities, the clearest insight, and the most vibrant spirit often meet the harshest difficulties? Do you see how some face endless resistance, betrayal, and obstacles? This is not a mark of bad fortune. It reveals a targeted pursuit. From the moment you drew breath in this world, you posed a clear challenge to them. They did not need to verify your power. Their only goal was to ensure you would never see it within yourself. This explains the many tests you have known. My child, the profound pains you have experienced, those keen hurts from individuals held dearest,
surface because your inward radiance uncovers what others have concealed within themselves. Your presence alone exposes their own hidden aspects. They resent your might because they cannot possess its equal. Your inner warmth ignites their jealousy because they lack that very spark. When others fail to comprehend or direct what they perceive in you, their natural impulse is often to lessen it. Pause with me now, my beloved. I sense the inquiry stirring within your thoughts. If my nature is truly unique, then why is my path so arduous? Why does it feel like I constantly meet setbacks, endless trials, a lonely road? This exact thought is what others hope you will hold on to. Their desire is for you to view your hardships as proof of weakness. But my precious one, these difficulties are the clear sign of your genuine power. The most robust spirits encounter the profoundest tests. This pattern is not random. Real stamina develops through meeting opposition. Genuine strength emerges when trials are great. Your journey was not made easy, my child, because you are not destined for a common life. You were created to unsettle old habits, to challenge untruths, to step onto a path very few others can navigate. Reflect on those who truly distinguish themselves. Throughout all ages, there has been unease concerning those with exceptional inner gifts, for their very existence reveals what is untrue, and this is exactly your effect, even if you do not yet fully sense it, my beloved. Your sheer presence can disturb others. Your intrinsic power is so apparent, it illuminates their own doubts. This explains why some who once held you dear suddenly draw back. This is why you experience isolation, even among friends. This is why, despite all your attempts to fit in, you never entirely blend. Yet this understanding will truly unsettle those who oppose you. You are rousing from a deep rest. With each move they make to restrain you, your might grows stronger. With every weight they place upon you, your spirit becomes more resolute. Their hold is loosening, for their greatest fear is now revealing itself. You are starting to grasp what holds true. Therefore, my precious one, I ask you again, why do you think these assaults are so ceaseless? Why do the trials appear to have no end? It is because they know that if you fully accept your inherent power, they will have no means to stop you. They will no longer steer your course. They cannot drain your true self. They cannot lessen your vital essence, and this realization fills them with terror. What is your next choice, my child? Will you let them keep guiding your experience? Will you stay ignorant of your own deep power? Or will you stand up and claim what has always belonged to you? This internal struggle is not fading, it is growing stronger. And the only thing that frightens them more than a unique soul is one who fully awakens to their genuine nature. I am waiting on your move. Proclaim what is truly yours. Now listen closely, my beloved. The moment you fully embrace your profound reason for being, your reality will alter in ways you cannot yet imagine. Those who once opposed you will retreat. The hindrances that seemed too great will dissolve. The internal power they worked so hard to silence will pour forth from you, a force they cannot manage. For years, perhaps even many decades, they toiled to hide your reality. But now the focus moves from why they dread you to what you will do with this understanding. Will you allow it to hold you back, or will you let it spark your determination? For those who tried to lessen you are about to see a rise they never expected. My child, your strength is not something you acquired. It is a grace planted deep within you. A potent force does not ask for permission to show itself up, and a unique essence requires no external validation to surface. Others feel bitter that you did not earn this profound capacity. You did not beg for it, grasp for it, or discover it in any teaching. It was set inside you before you experienced your very first thought. This reality troubles them deeply. They commit their existence to mimicking what flows through you effortlessly. They take on approaches, replicate outward forms, reflect energies. Yet despite all their efforts, they can never genuinely be you. Your unique power cannot be gotten, bought or lent. It is woven into your very core, instilled into your spirit from places beyond this world. This is why no matter how fiercely they try to dim your radiance, quiet your voice, or shake your knowing, an inner truth within you steadfastly refuses to surrender. That is not simply holding on, it is a holy resilience. My child, this reveals your true nature. Their spirits cannot endure it. My beloved, consider this deeply. Why do they work so hard to convince you you hold little worth? Why do they mock you, guide you astray, and twist your thoughts to believe you are just like everyone else?
It is because deep down they know the reality. They sense a quality within you that goes beyond their grasp, a truth that disarms their own reasoning. They see the brightness in your true self, the wisdom you carry, your enduring will, and it unsettles them. Have you noticed how people are pulled towards you, yet also harbor ill will? Your very being attracts them. They take in your wisdom. They welcome your giving nature. Yet the moment they realize they cannot control you, they turn. Their regard was never for you, my precious one, but for what you carried. They desired to take your essence, to use your power for themselves. When that failed, their first admiration turned to resentment. This is the reason your path has faced such significant tests. This is why your presence in the world has known constant challenge from the start. For the unique qualities within you were too strong to stay unnoticed. Others in the world observed them long before you understood them yourself. Your adversaries saw who you truly are even before you could. Their aim was to keep you unknowing or less strong, holding you back from discovering your authentic self. Think of the few remarkable souls who lived amongst others. Their profound presence was not taught. It naturally rose from their core. Their unique grasp of things was a given, not something they gained through effort. No one showed them how to be distinct. They simply lived out their true being. This natural difference often brought forth resistance, efforts to lessen their value, and isolation from the crowd. My child, do you think these events happen by chance? Those who carry the brightest inner truth endure the most profound challenges. The very current of existence does not direct its shaping power toward what is common or ordinary. When you meet with deep betrayal, constant difficulties, or a feeling of never truly belonging, know this is not simply bad luck. This is proof of the deep meaning you hold. The world has tried to lessen you, my beloved, even before you could fully step into your own strength. For this is the reality they want to hide. You have no bounds once you claim the strength that already lives within you. No one teaches you how to recognize untruths, how to sense the hidden currents in what is not said, or how to rise after experiences meant to break you. These abilities are not lessons learned, they are sacred endowments woven into your very core. This is why the opposition you face is different. Pay attention, my precious one. Do you see how others watch you closely, trying to understand what moves you? Do you sense their respect for your essence, yet a concealed bitterness toward your inner firmness? This happens because they cannot grasp who you are. You do not fit into their usual ways, their expected forms, or their foreseen conclusions. My beloved, this is the deep meaning of being set apart for a grander purpose. You were never meant to be shaped into their form. They aim to silence your voice, not because your message is empty, but because it holds deep truth. They try to make you smaller, not because you are weak, but because they fear what happens when you fully claim your own power. Therefore, my child, I ask, how much longer will you allow others to define you? How long will you doubt the natural endowments placed inside you? Know this, my child, every moment you hesitate, every hint of uncertainty strengthens those who wish for your downfall.
You were not singled out to surrender. The world has no need for more who simply follow without seeing. It does not ask you to dim your brightness to be welcomed. It seeks you in your unmixed full power. It urges you to step ahead, to take hold of your authentic being, and to stop avoiding the sacred intention you bear. The very moment you truly recognize and accept yourself, the world will have no choice but to see you. My beloved, what you carry cannot be seized by them, so they try to control it. If they cannot take your inner fire, they seek to extinguish it. They have tried all ways, drawing from you, imitating you, even attempting to break you apart. Still, none of it truly works, because no matter how closely they watch you, examine your true nature, or attempt to copy your gifts, they can never be you. This deep reality troubles them deeply. They perceive your full capacity. They recognized it before you did. This is why they moved against you before you had the opportunity to fully show yourself. They knew they could never capture the sacred core within you. So they chose a different way. They tricked you into giving it up on your own. This is how they often operate. They do not come with obvious attacks anymore. Instead, they bring distractions, quiet pressures, and weights for your spirit to bear. They present untruths to plant doubt deep inside you. They steer certain people onto your path who drain your vitality, weaken your determination, and leave you exhausted so that when you finally see your true nature, your power to remain steady is lessened. Reflect on the paths of exceptional beings throughout all ages. Every single one who held a deep purpose experienced isolation, betrayal, or resistance before fully taking hold of their own strength. Some who spoke with great truth had their words quieted. Some who possessed uncommon understanding found their clarity dimmed. They do not only aim for those who are unique, they act quickly. Because the longer you live in your full strength, my child, the more immovable you become. They seek control because they cannot bring forth anything fresh themselves. They lead astray because they cannot show genuine existence. They turn others against you because they cannot overcome you on their own. My beloved, reflect on this. Why do you constantly attract those who aim to take, to diminish, to influence? My precious one, observe how some celebrate your aliveness until you stand truly in your own being. Then they see you as an obstacle. They speak of your fortitude with admiration, yet deep within they wish for you to falter. This happens because they sense a profound worth within you, a light they cannot possess. Therefore, they seek to guide your steps. They cloud what is true to make you question the gifts I have placed within you. They set up complex arrangements meant to restrain your progress, to lessen your voice, to fill you with hesitation. They flood your mind with questions, bring wearing spirits close to you, and convince you that your distinctness is a heavy weight instead of the sacred gift it truly is. Look closely at the patterns of this visible world, my child. The ways it is put together are not meant to uplift those who are distinct. They are meant to lessen their light. Gatherings for knowledge often teach obedience rather than deep knowing. Pathways of common news seldom raise up those who speak what is true. They often quiet them. The many do not honor those with clear vision. They push them aside until their light becomes too bright to overlook. Why is this, my beloved? Because a spirit aware of its own strength cannot be directed by external hands, and those who stand against you cannot tolerate when someone moves freely, grounded in their own inner knowing, connected to my very presence and unbending in their core. My beloved, you were never meant to fit into their designs. The moment you try to do so, you move away from the essence of who you are, and that is the trap they lie. This is the heavy expectation they have placed on you since your journey began. They deplete your energy with untruths, causing you to willingly let go of your natural strength. They quietly suggest that what you hope for is beyond your reach. They convince you that their approval is necessary for you to hold value. They instill fear in your heart so you avoid the very steps of courage you were called to take. Yet here is a truth that stands firm. My child, they would not seek to direct your path with such fervor if you held great strength within you. They would not set up countless distractions, bring wearing spirits near, or allow repeated betrayals if you were a profound presence.
Therefore, I call you to become aware. Examine the path you have walked. Notice the patterns that reveal themselves. My beloved, how often have you given your energy to others who did not recognize its true worth? How many moments have you doubted your own being because the questioning of another took root in your thoughts? How much longer will you let their pronouncements direct the path you walk? Grasp this truth, my precious one. The instant you no longer yield to their influence, all within you shifts. The moment you release self-questioning, no longer feel the need to explain your existence, and refuse to let your spirit shrink, their grip loosens completely. They cannot claim what I have placed in you alone. They will never truly touch the deep flowing life force that moves through you effortlessly. When you embrace this understanding, you gather back every spark of life they sought to drain with deceptions. Let go of uncertainty. Release all hesitation. The inner strengths I bestowed upon you were not meant to be taken, made small, or distorted. They were given to you to show the way, to reshape the existing order, to rise. And when you truly embody this, they will be compelled to watch your unwavering ascent. My beloved, the deep conflict around you is often unseen, yet its effects touch you deeply. The true battles are not fought in the visible world, but within your mind, within your very core, in quiet places where only those I guide and truly feel the weight of it. Others have told you that your hardships are simply bad turns, a tough road, or just not right. But that is not the full truth. The actual situation carries far more meaning. This is a significant test, one that has been present since your earliest moments. It is meant to weaken your resolve, pull your attention away, and plant questions in your mind before you fully recognize the truth of your being. This struggle is not waged with earthly tools or sharp edges. It is waged through trickery, warped understanding, broken trust, and quiet, unseen forces that push against you. It manifests when individuals you know suddenly turn, when those close to your heart unexpectedly become a hindrance, when a chance to move forward seems to disappear just as you are about to take a vital step. None of this comes about by chance. Every difficult moment, every test, every period of darkness has been carefully placed on your journey. They do not aim to stop your physical life. They merely seek to unravel your thoughts, your deep emotions, and your very essence. For a being carrying a unique purpose, to be lost, exhausted, and unsure of their worth is to be as still as if they had never awakened. Consider your path, my child. How often have you felt knocked down just when you stood firm again? How often have you felt a tiredness that goes beyond what your body alone experiences? A deep weariness of the spirit, as though an invisible pull holds your very center, slowing your forward movement. This is because the contention is truly happening. What makes it more perilous is that this force against you does not always reveal itself clearly. Sometimes it sounds like a quiet question in your own mind, challenging your value. Sometimes it comes through those you hold most dear, unknowingly guided to place doubt deep within your being. Sometimes it is the multitude of voices in the world trying to lessen your clear sight, your inner power, and the very reason for your existence. This is not by chance. This is an intentional structure. They influence those nearest to you to act against you, knowing that hurt from a stranger cannot compare to the deep ache caused by one you cherished.
They question your sustenance, for they know that anxiety over your everyday needs consumes the very energy required for your true purpose. They bring unsettling relationships, understanding that a well-timed distraction can completely shift the course you are on. See how every powerful spirit before you navigated challenges through moments of being alone, deep feelings of lack and broken trust. Do you believe your journey would be any different? My precious one, as your inner fortitude increases, so too will the strength of what stands against you. Those who oppose you do not trouble themselves with spirits that present no real force. My chosen ones face trials that others rarely understand, but they miss a vital truth. You persist, my precious one. Every time they thought your inner strength was broken, you rose even stronger. Through every circumstance designed to make you yield, you found a way to hold steady. This truth, my beloved, is what truly unnerves them, because they have no power over a soul I have summoned, one who refuses to bend. What choice will you make in this moment? Will you permit unseen forces to drain your vitality, plant doubt in your heart, and suggest you journey alone? Or will you understand that this is a deep test, one you are destined to conquer? For the moment you move past merely reacting and step into the might of one who chooses, your whole reality changes. When you stop seeing your difficulties as a weight and instead perceive them as proof of your singular purpose, you will discover boundless potential. This is what they fear most profoundly. You feel alone because you are set apart, my child. Those meant for higher awareness often travel an uncompanioned road. The ascent always tightens, and fewer can maintain the upward journey with you. You have known it your entire existence, that deep, constant sensation of not quite belonging, of standing separate even within a crowd. You have tried to reject this, to blend with others, to shrink your essence into spaces too confined for your true nature. Yet no matter your effort, you consistently arrive at your own distinct place. And this is not an accident. Being uncompanioned walks alongside your rise. The ordinary world does not celebrate those I have distinguished. It sets them at a distance. It leads them to tranquil spots, to times of singular thought, to trials that seem impossible to face alone. For the further you reach, the fewer can exist comfortably at your elevation. Observe your surroundings, my beloved. Where are those who started this journey at your side? Where are the connections from your early days that pledged to last forever? Where are the ties once thought unbreakable? Gone. One after another, they distanced themselves, showed disloyalty, or departed, leaving you to question your own worth. But understand this clear truth. You committed no error, my beloved. You were simply marked for a singular progression. My chosen ones are not intended to merge with the ordinary. They are not afforded the comfort of fitting in, the calm of universal acceptance, nor the unchallenging road. My beloved, if feeling isolated burdens your spirit, grasp this. You were not brought into being to tread the ordinary course. Think of those who have truly changed life itself, the profoundest minds and guiding spirits. Did their passage proceed without effort? Were they always met with approval from all sides? They were not. So many encountered ridicule, disloyalty, and isolation before achieving their destined purpose. Even souls who championed clear truth knew desertion on their way to recognition. Do you discern this repeating pattern, my child? Your isolated state is not a mark of being forgotten. It is evidence of a sacred summons. Others do not withdraw from you because you lack value. They step aside because your rising demands its own particular room.
The profundity of your inherent purpose is too immense for certain spirits. The fervor held within you is beyond their comprehension. Some will sense a challenge, others will hold resentment, and certain individuals will try to lessen you, unable to observe your expansion. I recognize this ache, my precious one. I perceive the moments you yearned for a single spirit to truly grasp you, to remain steadfast with you through everything. Still, every time you thought you had discovered such a bond, they either faded from view or showed their authentic self. This was not a rejection of who you are, it was a preservation. For those I have singled out, being surrounded by misaligned company is a journey they cannot undertake. You are marked as different, not for suffering, but for sharpening. Your times of aloneness are not a punishment. They are a crucial awakening. It is where you become steady, build inner strength, and expand into the being you are destined to be. For when your appointed hour comes, you will need to stand firm, undisturbed, and resolute. So I pose this to you, my precious one. Will you keep mourning those who left, or will you accept that your course moved away from theirs? The reality is fitting companions will emerge, those who comprehend your vision, who echo your inner essence, and who themselves are tracing an important journey. But they will not find you in the places you have moved beyond. They will discover you as you rise. Until that moment, embrace the quiet. It is not a hardship, it is your preparation. For those who are distinct now are the ones meant to lead in time. Hollow illusions are employed to pull your focus elsewhere. When open resistance proves ineffective, they turn to scattering your awareness. If they cannot govern your intent, they will soothe you into agreement with shallow entertainment. This struggle is no longer fought with tangible chains. It is faced with spectacles, untruths, and forces that dim clear thought. They have no need to restrict your spirit if they can keep your awareness dispersed. They gain nothing by silencing your expression if they can hold you in diversion, engrossed in temporary distractions, always reaching and gathering. Watch intently, my beloved. Every pathway presents something designed to pull your understanding away from your inner might. The ordinary flows of information fill your mind with insignificance. Widely shown displays lift up what is shallow. The recurring accounts hold you in a state of unease. Particular noises can gently lessen your inner calm, and all of this is intentionally arranged. Their purpose is to hinder your pure awareness, your profound questioning, your genuine realization. For a distinct spirit who knows their own power, that is the one strength they cannot control. Every powerful influence that once brought fear was first made light of. They mocked those who pursued transformation. They turned brave hearts into an exhibition. Observe how they distort what is authentic. Clear understanding is rejected, while a void of knowledge is celebrated. Inner connection is set aside, but thoughtless ways of living are praised. Genuine awareness is silenced, while falsehoods spread quickly. They create laughter where thoughtful consideration is needed. They tie you to activities that drain your vitality. They build a life where those meant for something unique are too sidetracked to realize they are being guided astray. Reflect on this, my child. How much of your valuable time have you given to chasing illusions? How many moments have you allowed to pass, taking in emptiness? How many hopes have been delayed because you were caught in distractions, unable to commit to your true path? This is not accidental. It is a deliberate trap. For the more scattered your attention becomes, the more they can take from you, your moments, your focus, your energy. Every moment you surrender to useless amusement is a moment you could have spent sharpening your gifts, unleashing your full potential, and moving along your intended way.
They know this, my beloved. That is why they constantly push diversions. That is why they fill your awareness with public figures, disagreements, staged events, and trickery. That is why they want you to simply watch instead of doing, to absorb instead of creating, to react instead of leading. For once you step away from these distractions, you become a powerful force. You begin to see beyond the falsehoods. You stop empowering the common system. You cease pursuing what was never your true purpose. And that's when your forward progress cannot be stopped. So, my precious one, ask yourself this: who truly directs your thoughts? Is it your own clear will, or is it the endless stream of distractions offered to you? For the instant you reclaim your inner focus, everything changes completely, and they are fully aware. Doubt is their favored method. They do not need to imprison your physical body if they can confine your thoughts. They do not need to fight you if they can turn you against your own spirit. They are not required to seize your power if they can convince you that it never existed within you. They do not need to halt your progress if they can make you falter enough to cause your own standstill. Uncertainty remains their strongest weapon. It has been placed in your mind from the moment you first came. From the instant you awakened into this existence, untruths were gently whispered into your understanding. They made sure you were surrounded by those who would urge you to stay small, to remain humble, not to reach for great heights. They established a way of being that dismisses individual ideas, that mocks inner conviction, that tells you to blend in with the many or face being left out. They taught you to question your own value before you had the opportunity to trust in who you are. For if they can make you doubt your own capabilities, their work is done. Ponder this, my beloved. How many chances have you allowed to slip away due to your own self-questioning? My beloved, how often have you kept your true self hidden because you questioned your own worth? How many times did you ignore your inner guidance because another's persuasion told you it was mistaken? This was their aim, my precious one. They grasp a profound truth. Those who stand against you only attack what genuinely frightens them. If you had no power, if your presence held no significance, if you presented no challenge to their hold, they would not put so much effort in trying to lessen you. But they did try, and that fact alone reveals everything you need to know about what you carry. Every significant spirit across history has faced this same opposition. They were judged as unreasonable before their understanding was honored. They met with disdain before gaining respect. They experienced being cast out before earning profound admiration. Think of those who brought great change. They were thought mad before their insights changed the world. They endured criticism before their message became timeless. Do you recognize the repeated pattern, my child? You face skepticism because you hold vast potential. You are opposed because you possess deep power. They force you to doubt your own essence because the moment you fully embrace your true self, their power over you disappears.
So, my beloved, how much longer will you allow them this advantage? For how long will you permit uncertainty to hold you back from taking your true path? How many more moments will you spend fighting inner battles that were never truly yours? Because the instant you decide to silence that doubt, everything in your existence will begin to change. The power they tried to suppress in you will stir. The clarity they tried to dim will blaze forth. The ties they put on your awareness will break. And that, my precious one, is the point they fear most of all. My child, your difficulties had a reason. The heavy weight meant to break you has instead strengthened your core, making you unbreakable. You have met situations that would have defeated others, the times of disappointment, the profound grief, the solitary nights wondering if you could keep going. These you have endured. You have navigated stormy periods that no one else witnessed, and still you remain. That truth speaks deeply. You were not made to shatter. You were always meant to rise. Each hardship, every instance of disloyalty, every pang of pain, none of these happened without reason. It was a test, a path, a preparation. Understand this, my child. Vast power is not given to those who haven't shown their endurance. Those untested in spirit cannot be given important tasks. And you, my beloved, chosen for a greater purpose, were never meant for an easy passage. There was a necessity to confirm your preparedness, to know if you could carry the gravity of what is coming. It is plain to see, my child, that many long for honor, but few truly accept the demanding path that brings it forth. You wished for a life that held deep purpose, yet that purpose often shows itself within challenge. You searched for inner resilience, but genuine power is forged only by facing great trials. You desired clarity, but true insight comes from moving through significant struggles and remaining whole. Take a moment, my precious one, to observe your own path. Remember those times you believed, "I can go no further," yet you pressed on. You did not stop moving, you kept searching. This very persistence affirms your triumph. For the real test was never about what happened around you. It was always about your choice to surrender or to rise above. You have listened well, my beloved. You now understand the truth of your challenging path and the immense power it has forged within you. This is not a burden, it is your calling. Now carry this knowing outward. Be a messenger of this truth. Speak of my enduring presence to 3 others who stumble in the darkness, reminding them of their own hidden might. Spread this light. Return to me each day for more wisdom. Draw near and join the company of those who walk steadfastly by my side, seeking my constant counsel. This is where you belong. To claim this truth for your own, declare it openly. My strength endures. Proclaim this reality to all, for I am waiting on your step. Seal this truth now. My protection surrounds you always, my precious one. Walk forward, knowing I am with you, guiding your every courageous stride. We are walking into a quiet valley now. It looks dry and lifeless. You see bones scattered on the ground. These are the dreams you thought were dead. But I am asking you the same question I asked Ezekiel. Can these bones live? Do not say no. Say, Lord, you know. I want to speak to you about the power of prophecy. You have been waiting for me to move, but I am waiting for you to speak. Open your mouth and prophesy to the dry bones of your life. Speak life to your finances. Speak life to your marriage. Your voice is the catalyst for the miracle. I want to heal the trauma of failed expectations. You put your hope in something and it died. It hurt you deeply. I am healing the disappointment. I am giving you the courage to hope again. Hope is the oxygen of the soul. Breathe it in. I want to address the spirit of resignation. You have accepted defeat. You have made peace with mediocrity. I disturb that false peace. I stir up a holy dissatisfaction in you. You were made for more. Do not settle for the boneyard. I want to speak to your vocal cords. I am anointing your voice. When you speak, things shift in the spirit realm. Do not use your voice to complain. Use it to command. Command the morning. Command the blessing. I want to break the curse of premature death. Dreams dying before they're born, projects failing before they launch. I rebuke the spirit of abortion over your destiny. You will carry to full term. You will birth the promise. I want to speak to the weary intercessors. You have prayed for the prodigals until you have no words left.
I hear the groanings that cannot be uttered. I am breathing on the dry bones of your loved ones. Look, they're coming together, bone to bone. I want to heal the fear of looking foolish. It feels foolish to talk to dry bones. Faith often looks like foolishness to the world. Be willing to look foolish for my sake. The miracle is on the other side of your obedience. I want to speak to your joints and marrow. I speak health to your physical body. I command the stiffness to leave. I command the pain to flee. Receive the breath of life into your physical frame. I want to address the spirit of grief. You are mourning what was, but I am doing a new thing. Wipe your eyes. You cannot see the new thing through a veil of tears. The season of mourning is over. The season of dancing has begun. I want to speak to your wind. Come from the four winds, O breath. Breathe on these slain. I am releasing a fresh wind of the Spirit into your stagnant situations. Movement is coming. I want to release a spirit of resurrection. I am the God of the comeback. It is not over until I say it's over, and I say, rise. I want to heal the wound of hopelessness. You felt like your hope was cut off. I am grafting you back into the vine of hope. You have a future. You have an expected end. I want to speak to your ears. Listen for the rattling, the sound of bones coming together. It is the sound of restoration. It is the sound of your life coming back together. I want to confirm your army. You are not alone. You are part of an exceeding great army. Look around you in the Spirit. You are surrounded by help. As we end this hour, listen to the wind. It is blowing in your favor. It is bringing life. Receive it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Amen and amen.
We are entering a tent now. It is intimate and quiet. Only you and me. This is the place of face-to-face friendship. I don't want your work here. I want your gaze. I want to speak to you about the distraction of service. You have been like Martha, busy with much serving, but Mary chose the better part. Come and sit at my feet. The dishes can wait. The emails can wait. I am jealous for your attention. I want to heal the fatigue of performance. You think you have to perform to keep my love. You do not. I loved you before you did a single thing for me. Rest in my unconditional love. I want to address the fear of silence. You keep the noise on because you are afraid of what you might hear in the quiet. Do not be afraid. In the silence, I speak peace. In the silence, I speak identity. Turn off the noise. I want to speak to your eyes. I want you to look at me. Not at your phone, not at the news, not at your problems. Look at my face. In my eyes, you will find your reflection. You are beautiful to me. I want to break the curse of busyness. It is a badge of honor in the world, but it is a curse in the kingdom. I command your schedule to align with my rhythm. I give you permission to do less so you can be more. I want to speak to the worshipers. You have sung songs, but your heart was far from me. Come back to the heart of worship. It is all about me. Sing to me alone, even if no one else hears. I want to heal the wound of loneliness. You feel alone even in a crowd, but in this tent you are fully known and fully loved. My presence is the cure for loneliness. Drink deeply of my presence. I want to speak to your ears. I am cleaning out the wax of the world's opinions. You will hear my whisper clearly. My sheep hear my voice. You will not be confused anymore. I want to address the spirit of shame. You think you cannot enter the tent because of what you did. The blood of Jesus has made a way. Walk in boldly. You are clean. You are welcome here.
I want to speak to your heart rate. It slows down in my presence. Anxiety cannot survive in the tent of meeting. Breathe in my peace. It surpasses all understanding. I want to release a fresh revelation of my love, not just a theological idea, but a felt experience. Feel my arms around you. Feel the weight of my glory. It is heavy with love. I want to heal the trauma of religious striving. You tried to climb the ladder to get to me, but I came down the ladder to get to you. Stop climbing, just receive. I want to speak to your hands. Lift them in surrender. Surrender is not defeat. Surrender is victory. When you surrender to me, you win. I want to confirm your friendship. I no longer call you servants, for a servant does not know what his master is doing. I call you friends. I share my secrets with you. As we end this hour, stay in the tent a little longer. Do not rush out. Carry this atmosphere with you. You are my friend. I love you. I love you. I love you. Amen and amen.